I think I'm part of a massive troll operation here in which I am the result. I am the one being trolled. Not last night, though, not with some jacks. We finish up. We finish strong. What a night we had for the second straight night. We're targeting a guy out in Seattle who is absolutely on fire. It's always nice to see others paying attention. It's always nice to see when you have somebody else just randomly pop into the show. Look at that. And say, hey, by the way, just got done watching. Let's go ahead and slam one more time. Julio. Love that. Love that. Love that. That's what we do here. Welcome in. I've got a big parlay. I've got home runs. And we hit our 2-leg NRFI parlay last night. So we got some stuff happening here. For you, thumbs up, subscribe. That's the easy stuff. You're following along on Twitter at Shanders Show, of course. That's how you can get me. And then the Odd Shopper Premium channel. So at Odd Shopper, of course. Let us look at what happened last night. I'll tell you, we got the freebie working at BetMGM, so don't you worry about that. We will continue to push this, a free bet for you over at BetMGM, meaning if you miss it, get it back. Let's look at what we did last night. All right. One, Justin Turner voided. So we go 1-1. We clear nearly 3/4 of a unit. We're up nearly 3 units on our long balls. NRFIs, we brought that right back. We went 0-2 the other night, 2-0 last night. Look at that, 18-10 on the year. Actually, and 7-9-3. Not bad. We're up nearly 8 units. And then the parlay, that's what's killing the show. That's what's killing us. I have nothing. We continue, though. I'm not giving up. I can tell you that. Rangers, that's where we start. Our first leg of this 3-leg parlay is actually going to be the Texas Rangers. And yeah, we like this spot for Texas. Absolutely. It's going to be the money line, actually, because we found a pretty good look. You want to get bold and lay the run line, go ahead. I don't think that's necessary, but the Rangers have won 12 of their last 15 right now. Tough one for Milwaukee, finishing up a series in LA, then having to come play here. Just a difficult one overall. So we like Andrew Heaney on the mound in August. We like what the Rangers have done, and that's clearly at -118, the best we can find it on FanDuel. Shop. That's our first leg here. All right, -118. No need to get crazy or cute or anything like that. Phillies, first 5. All right, now, this is a 3-way play here, okay? I want you to look at this. It's not just the general money line. This is a 3-way play, meaning the tie is still there, and if there's a tie, we're screwed. Don't worry, we're not going to get screwed. But I just want to remind you, it's the 3-way at -135. Look, Lorenzen is on the hill. I have no problems backing him again. Washington is absolutely shot. We know that. This is a good matchup for Lorenzen. On the other side, Washington's pitcher, just Eytan, I don't really trust him making his 5th start. In 3 of the 4 so far, he hasn't even made it past the 3rd inning. Like the Phillies bats starting to wake up. And then let's give a shout out to Eric Lindquist on the Leans, Locks, Likes video that you can catch every night here on the Odd Shopper channel. He's all over the Marlins. I'm tailing that +1.5. A, because we need as much help as we can possibly get in this segment. And 2, because he makes some pretty good points about Alcantara versus lefties versus, of course, Miami taking on Gonsolin, the righty, and their lefty bats doing some work. So I think that's a nice little edge that Eric Lindquist provided, +432. We'll run that back, but that's the parlay. All right, that's number 1. I told you I'm getting trolled. I really do think I'm getting trolled. This is the bet, though, from BetMGM, the A's. We're just going to keep riding the A's. What does this mean, the bet, the freebie? You have to be 21 or older, gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And then this is the deal. You sign up below at BetMGM, we'll give you 2 free months of our Discord. That's the Eric Lindquist-led Discord. I want to talk to Eric. Well, you're going to get to talk to Eric and Isaiah and Ben and me to a lesser extent. But also, as I mentioned, look, I gave you the A's. It's right there. If the A's lose this game, okay, you get your money back. If they win, you can bet anywhere from 10 to 1,000 on this and get your money back if they lose. If they win, what happens if they win? Well, you get that. You get that bunny. You get that serious cake in your account. And that's why we want you here. That's why I give that to you. All right. So there's the freebie. And all I'm asking again, you comment below. You got your own freebie. Hook some people up. And here's the last thing I'll mention about this. It doesn't have to be BetMGM. We have links for books, other books, Caesars, Fan, whatever. They're below. Use that Oakland A's as a play for any introductory offer. That's what I would do. That's why I'm here, to kind of give you some advice. Speaking of which, Nolan Arenado. That's where the advice begins for home runs. You want numbers? I got numbers. Woo, let me scratch a little, because this one is mind-boggling. Joey Lucchesi is primed to get ripped here, all right? Just absolutely primed to get ripped. Nolan Arenado, on the other hand, St. Louis against Lucchesi, 22 at-bats off 24 appearances, 8 hits, 3 jacks. The man already has 3 jacks. He's hitting .364. The strikeouts are a concern, but so what? In this case, you kind of have to bite that bullet. He's not getting walked by Lucchesi. The numbers are just fantastic. Super easy to tail on this one. Total bases is in play. All of that in play. You've got a small but decent sample size. And look, we found a good number here for you. So Nolan Arenado starting out at plus 370. Let's keep it moving. Eddie Rosario. Now, look, Rosario against Alex Cobb, only 13 appearances. 12 of those, however, have counted for at-bats. No doubles. I'm a little like, I get it, no doubles, but he's got 2 jacks in this limited amount, and we know how difficult it is to pitch at and around guys in this Braves lineup. So forget about it. It's just not going to happen for Rosario to get pitched around and bad stuff. There will be pitches in the zone for Rosario to hit. And that's exactly why we want to target Eddie Rosario at plus 630. And yep, you better believe that we shop that sucker at Odd Shopper. Blake Sable is next up for the Giants. Now, look, this one is the Odd Shopper Premium Home Run Play of the day. Market value last we checked was ridiculously less than the plus 1,000 that you're getting. In fact, the market value for this, according to OddsShopper, is $8.15. So on FanDuel, we're giving it to you at plus 1,000, meaning if you had an offer below on FanDuel, oh my goodness, you should take that. Did you hear me? You should take that. I'm giving you a play. So if you're brand new and you haven't signed up to FanDuel, let's say, I just gave you a home run play that's beating the market by nearly 200 full points. Why wouldn't you take advantage of that? Like, that's it. What are you going to do? Your own research, your own work? Why? It's not my research. It's not my work. It's the tool. I love this. I could feel the cringe from Eric Lindquist if he ever got this sucker here. Seiya Suzuki hitting a jack alongside the Cubs winning. Now, this is the early game. This is the only early action we have across this whole video. Don't worry. You're not missing anything else, but I couldn't resist. I even threw it out there on the Discord just to hope it hits so we can come back and give Eric Lindquist, just say, shove it, sucker. Because this one at plus 1176, I just checked, has already dipped. It's probably down to like 1150 right now and steadily sinking. The play is Suzuki to hit a jack, but I know that adding the same game parlay element of the Cubs just winning the game and pushing this north of 1150, that's the stuff that gets Eric all riled up. I love it. It's a thing of beauty. So yesterday in the video, I say I'm going to be on TMZ Live. I got a DM from TMZ Live. We moved over from Twitter to Skype. I got air checked. I was given a list of things to talk about, and I responded. Like, of all the things, the only real sports story was Michael Orr. So I do the check right on Skype, and I see the newsroom, and I'm talking to somebody. It looks and sounds legit. And then I'm supposed to record 2:45 Eastern and then brag to the world that my 30-second clip would be on TMZ Live. Here's the thing. I don't even know if, I think it's TMZ Live. I don't know who gave him my stuff. I do work for Fox 29 locally in Philadelphia. It's all under Fox, I guess, although people rarely just talk like that. I talked to producers at 29. I was like, yo, what's the deal? Nothing. And then they bump me. At 2:55, I get bumped. Sorry, we don't have time for this segment here. Maybe tomorrow. And I'm thinking, like, all right, it was supposed to be this TMZ. You have to let me know in the comments because I don't watch this. But TMZ Viewer's Choice. So is that just like 50 people, like faces in the crowd? You remember that Sports Illustrated thing, faces in the crowd? Is that what that is? Because I don't think I'm a guest. I think I'm just a random face talking about shit. And then they just laugh at like, oh, yeah, this is the next idiot who has the thoughts on Michael Orr. Like, I don't think it was let's get Shander on. I think it was just I happened to be next up in the queue of people that they were going to ask. And look, there's nothing wrong with winning American Idol, but I don't want to be in that line. 2 in, 2 out. YRFI, 2-piece and a biscuit. No biscuit today. That's fine. If there's nothing at the Odd Shopper market, then there's nothing there for us. But the 2-piece, the thigh right there is the YRFI. Look, Lorenzen on the hill. I get that. I think the Phillies get a run. They open the game up. I think you're going to see a base runner. You're going to see a run, probably a walk for Kyle Schwarber, which will open some stuff up there. And then the Marlins, Dodgers, YRFI, absolutely, minus 109. Give me that. I think both pitchers are good enough here to keep a scoreless clean sheet after one. From there, it's going to get a little dicey, but Alcantara. And then look on the other side, as I mentioned here, Gonsolin, not terrible, just not a strikeout machine in that regard. So you're going to get a tough first inning, I think, for both sides at the plate, and then things will soften up a little bit. And look, ultimately, I think the Marlins, as Lindy mentioned in his video, the Marlins are live right now. All right, speaking of which, comments, thumbs up, subscribe, everything. I gave you a bunch of stuff to look at, a bunch of stuff to contemplate, to think over here, including, of course, that risk-free offer. I'm going to show you this before we get out and show you what the tool has to offer, but you're going to get 70% off your first month. That's less than a cup of coffee, all right? So I gave you my Jackson. Before we recap and everything else, here's what we have from the Odd Shopper Premium tool. Again, just to take a look, Blake Sable, I gave you that, Jeremy Pena, and then Andrew Monasterio, pardon me. It's not bad, man. Those are your 3 jacks, all on FanDuel, all equal to be used as far as like first risk for all that other stuff, bets. Giving you things. I'm giving you things. That's what I like to do. I like to give you things. Let's run it back. Here's the parlay. Rangers, Phillies first 5 on the 3-way. Marlins plus 1.5 on the run line. Jacks. Yep, we got him. Arenado, Eddie Rosario, Blake Sable from Odd Shopper, and then the Suzuki same game parlay is the Lindy least approved play of the day. Last, Phils, Nats, YRFI, Marlins, Dodgers, YRFI. That's it. That's all I got. It's a Friday. Enjoy your weekend. But guess what? You're stuck with me tomorrow, too.